Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to be here today to share my story with you, the people who have made such a life-changing difference for my family through your support for Habitat for Humanity. I am Jean-Jacques Kayembe, and I'm very proud and very grateful Habitat homeowner. For more than 3 years, up until the past Christmas, my wife and my 6 children and I were living in a 2-bedroom apartment, 8 people sharing a small space and just 1 bathroom. We appreciate the opportunity that America had given us, but until we found Habitat, it's been a very difficult journey. My wife, Albertine, and I grew up in the Democratic Republic of Congo. We met at university where she was studying communication to become a journalist, and I was in a medical school. Many of you may be not familiar with the Congo. It is the 2nd largest country in Africa, a country that has suffered from instability, violence, and political unrest for many years. Both Albertine and I were activists fighting for change that would give the people of Congo better lives. And I completed my medical school and had a good job in the Ministry of Health. But the government was working to silence the voice of dissent, and it eventually became clear that there was no hope if I remained there. Our family had grown quickly with 3 biological children, along with 2 boys we have adopted. Relatives of ours were apparently lost in violence in Congo. They all deserve a better life. So I decided to move to the United States in 2013, leaving my wife and my children behind while I prepared to live here in the United States. I chose to come here in Seattle because a friend lived here. He told me, you know what? Seattle is like Africa. It's rain, but it doesn't snow. Of course, my first year is now a lot. I arrived in Seattle as a trained physician, but I could not find a job. In Congo, we speak French, and I never learned to speak English. And in the United States, of course, you cannot practice medicine if you don't speak the language. I could not be a doctor, and employers told me I was overqualified for other jobs. I decided to join the United States Army to serve my adopted country and learn new skills. The Army was good to me, and I believe I served the country well. But I was very lonely, depressed, and isolated without my family. 2 years after I came here, while still serving in the Army, my wife joined me. Immigration took another 2 years for the rest of my family to arrive. When our youngest son was born in 2016, we were a family of 8 people in a small apartment in Kent. By then, I was medically discharged from the Army because of an injury, and I was working as an interpreter and then trained as a nursing assistant so I could maintain my connection to my medical career. I also enrolled in a Master of Public Health program in Global Health at the University of Washington so I can eventually find a job when I complete my degree next year. I go to school every day. Then I work from 6 p.m. to midnight as an interpreter, and also work 12-hour shift on the weekend as a nursing assistant at Swedish. I'm very tired most of the time and stressed, but it's worth it because it's all for my family. Our living situation made life even more stressful. We now have teenagers, we need their space, and younger children who deserve a place to play and grow. But we couldn't afford a bigger apartment, and I faced roadblocks everywhere I turned for help with affordable housing. Then, a colleague at work told me about Habitat for Humanity. He encouraged me to apply, but I have to admit, I was not very hopeful after feeling so much rejection. I had even thought moving to Canada, where it could be easier for me to practice medicine in French-speaking province. But we came to the United States for a reason, the opportunity for us and for our children to pursue the American dream. This country is a very special country, and we want to stay. When I got my first email from Habitat, I did not respond. I guess I just couldn't believe that a home of a home could be really happen. But Habitat persists, and eventually, they made me believe. My wonderful, beautiful wife was here today with me, put in most of the 250 hours of sweat equity since I was working so much. She volunteered on construction sites and in Habitat stores, all while caring for our children and being an incredible and supportive partner to me. I love you, Albertine. They told us we would move into a new home in Habitat Veterans Community in the town of Pacific in South King County. But it didn't seem real until the construction started last summer on our new, big, beautiful 4-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom home. Along the way, Habitat stood by my side, helping me repair my credits and learn how to manage my finances, guiding me, and when I'm saving for my down payments, connecting us with the community of other homeowners, offering little treats for the kids, and a big encouragement for us all during the small, difficult time of sweat equity. Just before Christmas, we signed the paper and moved in. It was the happiest day of our lives since we're moving in this country. What I love the most about our home is not the space and the backyard, of course, and the privacy and the mortgage payment they can afford to pay. I love it because it's built with love. The love of all the volunteers that hammered nails and paint brushes. The love of companies like Delta that provide funding and volunteer labor. And the love of people like you who support Habitat for Humanity and make impossible dreams possible from families like mine. Being an Habitat homeowner means much more than just having a roof over heads, more than the pride that comes with owning our own home. It means that our struggle were worthwhile. It means that our love for this country is reflected back to us, that we are a valued member of a community that we value so much. I always dream that when I come to America, I could have a backyard barbecue in the summertime like I've seen in the movies. And because of you and your support for Habitat, I'll be able to do that in a few months. It seems very inadequate to say simply thank you. We are deeply privileged to have been chosen to own an Habitat home. Your kindness and generosity inspire me and my family to pay forward this good fortune, and I promise you we will do that. For now, I would just say you have blessed and honored us with your support. Thank you. Thank you. And now, please meet some other people who can tell you how Habitat has changed their lives.